sometimes in the skateboarding contest, I think I talk to all of my best friends probably like the least. It's kind of funny because sometimes we all know what we're thinking. We're like, there and there, I'm here. It's like, just let us all be in our own space. And sometimes the other girls I sometimes talk to. But it's just funny to have those conversations because it's like, wow, I love what we're talking about right now. Because you almost notice what you're talking about more because everything's more heightened. So it's kind of fun.
Let them know.
Hi, everyone. My name is Cassie Sumfest. I am a member of the USA Women's Field Hockey National Team. Thanks for joining the podcast. Our episode is Let 'em Know, and it gives a true behind the scenes of what's shown in women's sports, both said on and off the court. Our first guest today on the episode is Bryce Wettstein. She is a USA skateboarder, and we're super excited to have her here on the podcast. So, Bryce, feel free to introduce yourself.
Hello. I am Bryce Wettstein. I am 21 years old. I'm from Encinitas, California. And I am a professional skateboarder and a musician. And I'm so grateful to be joining this podcast today and just to really talk and have the best conversations ever. Some bubbles.
I love it. I love it so much. I'm jealous of your background. It looks super sunny there. I haven't truly explored California much, but my mom is from there, so I want to get out there and explore. So it looks awesome.
Oh, thank you. Where are you right now?
I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. So also a bit sunny, but not the West Coast. It's quite different.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so awesome.
Well, I'm super excited to have you on the podcast here. You mentioned that beyond being a USA skateboarder, that you're also a singer, and that's super awesome. I hear you have some music on Spotify. I would love to touch on that because I think it's super awesome that not only are you in the skateboarding realm, but you're also in the singing realm, and I would love to hear on your experience in that.
That's so sweet. Thank you. Well, I definitely play music whenever I can. I think the best thing is we all have this unique journey as people, which is very awesome to have, that we all have like a journey that we take that is unique to ourselves. And I feel like music kind of found me when I was really young. Sometimes I almost feel guilty when I'm not playing music. Like, it's so in my nature to play music that I'm like, what the heck? Like, I should just be playing music. But it almost feels like you want to save it for later. You know, it's this kind of pocket full of sunshine kind of ordeal. You're like, woo, I'm just going to wait a little bit. I think skateboarding has taught me patience. It's taught me really how to like circumnavigate things on my own. It's taken me on this like spiritual journey, skateboarding. And I think music and skating together have kind of just like, I don't know, like unlock this part of me that now that I have, it's kind of like, it feels like a tool that I can always turn back to. So
yeah, that's awesome.
I love both of them. I also love just being creative. That's just one of my favorite things ever, you know?
Yeah, that's awesome. I love it.
Thank you.
I would love to transition back to your skateboarding. You finished 6th in Women's Park at the 2020 Olympics and won bronze in both Women's Park at the 2021 X Games as well as the 2025 X Games. So I'd love to just highlight your experience in that and talk me through what's next in your skateboarding realm.
Well, yeah, that was definitely an amazing time. I think there's always feelings that sometimes are like pushed down, like, you know, from the Olympics or X Games or things that are so well rooted in me that I feel like I could just like talk about them right on the spot as if they're happening right now because they're just so prevalent. They're always going to be prevalent because it's just such a big part of me, and I'm so grateful to have had those experiences. And I feel like that's why I can look back and be like, okay, 2020 Tokyo Olympics, that was the first time the Olympics have ever highlighted skateboarding. And I was like, this is crazy. You don't really think about it like that, you know, all of that kind of jazz around it. You don't really think about it till afterwards. You're like, oh, I was just there. Amazing experience. But that Olympics was so amazing to me because my best friend Poppy Starr from Australia, we got to skate right after each other. And then we both got 5th and 6th in the Olympics. And just like, it was a very unplanned experience because we were all singing on the ukulele, playing country roads, and just kind of making it into our skateboarding culture kind of thing,
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah,
like we
that's
were
awesome.
it wasn't like we were trying to be like, this is what, this is the skating. It was almost like we're just kind of easing our way in there because we love both sides, like the sport and the art. So it was really fun to just skate that Olympics. And then the one in Paris was even more crazy. So it
Yeah,
was so fun.
I went and I watched a couple of the skateboarding realms, and I actually I tried out skateboarding when I was working with the US Performance Center. We had USA Skateboarding come, and we went out to a park, and I think it was Grace tried to help me skateboard, and let's just say it takes a lot of work. I was really bad at it.
Oh my God.
So it's really awesome to watch the sport coming from a different sport, playing field hockey. It's really cool to see the work that you guys put in and watch it come to life. In Paris, it was really cool to witness some of the, I don't know, you say competitions or rides,
Events.
competitions. Yeah, events. So it's cool to see the events. It was awesome.
So awesome.
I would love, it was really.
I was going to say that, like, I feel like the thing that made it the most special was just like treating it like an everyday escape aid. Like treating it like, oh, I'm going to Yosemite, I don't know. I'm just kind of taking it one day at a time. That whole thing.
Yeah. That's great. You mentioned your friend. What was her name again from Australia?
Her name's Poppy.
Poppy, yeah. So you guys mentioned kind of how you talk in between the competitions. What would you say? How much do you talk with your competitors during the competitions?
I'd say it's funny, that's a really good question because I was thinking about that. I just came back from Oregon. It was a Rockstar Tour contest. And it's like every single time we're in a competition, the setting is like, oh, like maybe don't talk, right? Like be in your own space. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm talking. And you're just talking and you're just dancing. And it's like, that's the best feeling when you have this layout and this plan, like focus, right? Because that's what you come into with the mindset. But then it's good to like adhere to the distractions too, and to like just kind of, like follow the path and not try to just avoid it as it comes, but just embrace it. Because it's so important to just like, I think, flow. Because sometimes in the skateboarding contest, I think I talk to all of my best friends probably like the least. It's kind of funny because sometimes we all know what we're thinking. We're like, there and there, I'm here. It's like, just let us all be in our own space. And sometimes the other girls I sometimes talk to. But it's just funny to have those conversations because it's like, wow, I love what we're talking about right now. Because you almost notice what you're talking about more because everything's more heightened. So it's kind of fun.
Right.
I can totally tell you're a field hockey player. Or like an athlete. You have like that fun mind, I feel like, that just like, you're like bouncing. You're going from sometimes like topic to topic like I do sometimes. I love doing that.
Yeah. You just always have a ton of things going on all the time that you're just able to bounce from one thing to another.
I know. It's like we're like playing our sport while we're talking. Like,
I love it. Yeah. I love it. I would love to kind of then, I know you mentioned how skateboarders are pretty supportive, you and your friend, obviously. But do you guys ever just kind of go at each other for fun, kind of trash talk a little bit behind the scenes other than just being supportive?
It's funny. It's so funny because I feel like it's only supportive. And it's weird because there's always drama, I feel like, but it's almost like that's what makes it so supportive in a way.
Yeah.
It's like being on theater, like being in theater, and you're like, there's so much happening behind the scenes, behind the curtains, everywhere, all these theatrics. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's art, it's fun, and it's love. It's just like
that's
the
awesome.
ups and downs that kind of make it more constant, you know? Like, so I think it's fun to we always just try to be supportive. I think even when you're feeling a little bit like emotion that's off, usually it's not a fake it till you make it, but it's a thing where you're almost like, you got to be in this space. Like, don't let anything get to you. Just kind of be supportive in how you want to be and have fun doing it. And like whatever confidence you're feeling, whether it's like shy confidence or like barely confident, sometimes you're like, no, I am confident because I know it's in there. I'm just going to wait for that right moment to let it out, you know?
Yeah. Do you guys like joke around a lot? Would you say there's someone who's been the funniest that's really stuck out to you when you're in a competition?
Yes. My friend Minna, like last time, sometimes we'll like scream in the bowl or talk during our runs or like take the microphone from the commentators and be like, now we're talking, you know?
Yeah.
But it's also those kind of things that I realize are like, it's so easy to get involved in that. Mm-hmm. But it's also like, should I just not be funny today and just be focused and serious?
Yeah.
But then it's also like, it never happens. There's always going to be that, it's always going to shine through, you know, the funny and the fun stuff.
I was going to say, is there a best method that you kind of feel works best for you? Is it talking a lot? Is it being funny? You know, for me, it was always kind of that connecting with teammates and having fun. And it really reminds you of why you do the sport. And I was just wondering if that plays into skateboarding as well.
Yeah, definitely. Like when you're connecting with everybody, there's something really magic that happens where it's like the whole world kind of is like laminated and everything is kind of glistening. And it's this kind of point in time where time stands still and there's this sense of everything being timeless. And it almost captures the moment so much better because time stands still, because suddenly like this moment encapsulates you. You just feel kind of like this bond that no matter what you say, you're going to kind of say the right thing because it's so much more than words that the words come off differently. It's like everything takes on like a whole new meaning. And the things that you want to say are going to be expressed in the way that they need to be, you know? So like you're going to connect with the right people. You're going to run into the right people, I think, because everything feels like it's coming into alignment. Sort of like when you get realigned or like adjusted, everything sort of like just fits again. I always say like the pieces of the puzzle, they're like peace, you know, like it's peaceful to find those pieces.
I would love to know if you're able to hear the fans during your competition. And if so, is there anything that you've heard that's kind of stuck out to you that's been memorable, funny? And how much you can kind of interact with them.
Right. Well, you know, it's funny too. I love that. I always love your questions. Even though, I know, for 13 minutes, I've loved your questions.
Yeah. Well, I love to hear that.
I love it. But it's weird to like feel so real, right? Like when you actually feel sometimes this out of body experience, it's just, you know, you're in the contest, you're doing your run. You don't even know what happens sometimes when you're coming back out of the bowl. It's like everything flashes before your eyes and you think, like, that's the realest emotion, the realest feeling I'll ever feel. All of the fans, the crowd, the people, when I run into them, it's like, they're like, hey, wait, aren't you Bryce? Or I'm like, hey, yeah, I think I remember you. And then I'm like, oh, I feel like we were meant to run into each other right now. There was kind of like this timing that just worked out. So when I'm skating, I don't always hear the crowd or the fans or the people or the commentators. But last contest, all I did was hear the music that was playing, and I felt more connected to the extremities. I felt more connected to the things outside of my thoughts, which is like rare for me because usually you just tune in to the zone you're in. I just think it's a lot about like soul and how happy you are in your heart too when you're skating or doing field hockey or you know that feeling where it's like when you're happy in your heart and you have this joined understanding, things kind of work out.
Yeah, and being able to get into that flow mindset, I always feel like I played my best and enjoyed it when I really was just having fun out there and almost I wasn't thinking in a way. Everything was just flowing.
Right. Do you ever read books about the flow state? Because I always read about like how things would flow, and I've done a soccer thing with this team that talks all about flowing and just how things are so much better in the state of flow.
Yeah. Yeah, we've done some work. I haven't read a lot, but we've had a sports psychologist come work with our team and how to, it was really cool. And how to get into that flow mindset. And a lot of people were different. For me, it really helped when I was connecting with teammates. So my teammates could actually kind of help bring me into that flow mindset. So that's why I asked about if you like to joke around with your teammates or how you like to communicate with them, because if I made a mistake, I tended to like get out of that flow mindset, and my teammates really helped connect with me and almost helped me get back into it. And so I was wondering if skateboarding was the same.
Wow, that's really amazing now that I think about it. Yeah, when I give them a hug.
Yeah, that's great.
I love that. It's like this weird, I love it.
Yeah, we call it like belonging cues. So we would just give like a high five, or we would touch our hockey sticks together, something that we could do like quick on the field.
Yeah, I love that. I love how you can. There's a poem.
I was just gonna say, it's cool to connect the field hockey to skateboarding in a way of getting into the flow.
It is super cool, yeah. Because like, I can definitely relate. Like when you're doing the high fives or the hugs, or there's this one thing that happens. Sometimes you jump out of the bowl, or you're running around the skate park course, and all of a sudden, every time after someone finishes their run, you just like give them you just jump into their arms and you just like connect and you just lift them up. And it's like almost signifying that you're more happy for them than they can ever realize. Like we're all just so happy for our competitors. Because at the end of the day, the contest is such a beautiful thing that we're all grateful for, and we love the sport so much. The contest almost like reaffirms how much we love it and how it's not always about the competition portion itself. It's just that the competition is giving us a chance to create this atmosphere with all these girls. It's like the competition piece is a big deal, but it's not what makes it substantial is that it's all our own efforts and all our own creations being brought together. And then it just kind of turns into a performance, which is so fun.
Yeah, that's really cool. Are there anything a coach has said to you that has really helped you in your performance or just in your skateboarding journey? How closely related are coaches to the athletes, or is it mainly your own teammates?
It is mainly the teammates, I think, but it's also a lot of like my mom will always be there, and I have this coach, his name is Willie, so he'll always be there at the contest with me. He says these things that are like very ingenious. We come up with this thing called flocus. So it's when you flow and you focus together. It's called flocus. And there are things where we make terms up called being calm and confident is like confident. You're calm.
Yeah.
And I think words like that, those are like the magic meanings where it's not necessarily the word you're creating, but it's like that one thought that goes into it. It's the thought that always counts. It's kind of like that one thought, that one idea. It counts so much more than anything you're actually like counting. It just the thought, the idea, and the expression. I think it's all of that. Sometimes the things people can't see that make what they can see so special.
Yeah, that's really cool. You mentioned your mom. Is she a big part of your skateboarding journey?
Yes, she is. My mom is my unconditional love, and she's done things for me that I don't think many moms, I don't know. I know every mom is special, does amazing things for their kid, but sometimes my mom she always goes above and beyond to make sure, not only for my best interest that I'm doing well, but just that I'm happy. And I think that's so special when you can combine both. We went on so many trips together. She went to my first trip in Sweden when I was 12, which was so special. One of my greatest inspirations, Christian Hosoi. I don't know if you know him, but he invented the Christ Air in skating. So he he puts out the board in his arms like a Christ figure. And he and my mom have always bonded so well. And I realized, gosh, my mom seems to bond with all of these skateboarders. And I'm like, wow, I almost feel like she's who I'm growing up to be in a way. That free spirit is so important, especially in these sports, because you need to make sure that you are who you are and you're being unique to who you are. And you're at least like, you're not giving up maybe any like the autonomy to fit always the criteria, but you're almost like appreciating the criteria, accepting the criteria, and then just like, this is me and this is what I'm giving, because I think that's what is so inspiring when people can show up the way they want to. It's so important, I think, especially I guess when you've also like finally gotten to be pro and you want to even add your touch even more,
Yeah. Did your mom skateboard in her past?
She did. Do you want to guess her name? Just kidding.
Is her name also Bryce? Oh yeah, I don't know. What's her name?
No. Her name's Donna, and she's a Gemini. She's born on June 8th.
Okay. Nice.
When are you born? Are you born in January?
I'm a Sagittarius.
December 7th?
10th. Close.
Oh.
Super close. Yeah, I'm a Sagittarius. I love it. I think I live up to it a little bit.
Yeah, you do. I can totally feel it. Oh my God, I love it.
And when is your birthday?
My best friend's a Sagittarius.
Okay, love it.
My birthday's Capricorn. I'm January 10th, so
okay,
pretty
nice.
Similar. Oh my God, that's so fun. I love that.
I love it. It's back to your mom, because I love this relationship between you two. I think it's really special how she has helped contribute to your skateboarding career. Is there anything she said while you were growing up that helped inspire you? Were there times where you're going through like a super tough time, whether spiritually, in skateboarding, whatever moment that she really helped you through?
Yeah, there were a lot of moments. Quite honestly, she helped me figure out, like, where's the one that I can really remember? Oh, Paris 2024, and at the Olympics. Anything your mom says to you is going to just rejuvenate you. It's going to recharge you, let people know, like, not that you're in charge, but I say you always get charged up to be in charge.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like my mom, she always has this way of talking to me because she knows me. It's like this thing where it's like, hey, quick reminder, this might be the biggest moment, one of the biggest moments of your life, but this is still a moment of your life. This is still a moment where you are just Bryce, and you can live up to that easily because you're living as that. It's not like we always have to live up to whatever, how big it is and how big the stage is. It's almost like just keep living the way you are living, because the process is beautiful. The journey to get to that big like stage is awesome, but it was the family. Like for me, it's always been my family that has given me those wings. And it's hard because sometimes I get distracted. Like we all do, you know, friends, other people that we think know us better than they do, because it's almost like, of course they do. But sometimes it's just like, gosh, I always want to appreciate my family, because it is true. They come first in more of a nonchalant way sometimes. You just know it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's really huge. You kind of mentioned how when you get to the big, like the journey to the big stage, then once you're there, it's really important to remember that sometimes it is just another competition and not letting the moment get bigger than it is. Because a lot of times then you can just get wrapped up and get anxious, or a lot of things lead to it. But really having those people in your support system to kind of just lock you down and kind of remind you that you put in all that hard work and you're ready, helps you kind of go into that competition with that right mindset. So it's super awesome that you mentioned your family and being that a part of that support system.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I also wanted to mention, I don't know if you, the word moment has the word mom in it. Like mom.
Yeah, I love that.
We used to say that to each other. I
Yeah.
also think sometimes I say things that I'm not even sure that have happened. And then I'm like, wait, I think it's happened, right?
Yeah. Or you're like manifesting it, maybe then you're talking it into existence.
Right. Have you, do you have any brothers and sisters too?
Yeah, I am the youngest of 4. So I have 2 brothers and 1 older sister. Yeah. So it's really great. My sister played field hockey. So she's 6 years older than me, and I started when she started, kind of. So she's really kind of helped me through my journey. I lean on her a lot, and yeah, I think it's super important to have people and part of your support system to always kind of lean on, and just being able to talk to as a person and not just an athlete, I think is really great.
Right. It's so true. And I think even like, there are times when we connect to people that are our best friends or family members, and they just kind of give us this reassurance that feels like, wow, this is just the greatest gift I can ask for.
Yeah.
There are moments where I'm not so sure and I make it known. I'm like, gosh, it's just, I really don't know, you know. And then Willie, my coach, he'll always be like, what are you talking about? Of course you know how to do that, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, everyone listening is like, what is she talking about, right? But it's like, you always know, like, honestly, it's okay to just be honest in how you're feeling. Because sometimes the things we say, like we say them just so people can tell us something that we need to hear. Like for me, when I'm around Willie, we'll do songs and write songs just on the spot before the contest. Because I always come home after a contest and feel like I have to write a song.
Yeah.
It feels like the biggest release. But the thing is, I feel like having him tell me what to do sometimes is almost relieving, because it's like opening up the door for me to sit still and like, I appreciate him and my mom and dad and everybody. I never knew people could like love me that much.
Yeah. Oh,
You know? So yeah.
yeah. That's special. You mentioned you come home and you write stuff down for kind of songs. Are a lot of your songs inspired by skateboarding?
Well, let me see. I like to actually think about it. I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think it's, you know what it's inspired by always, and it's weird. I'm just now realizing that is like it's inspired by the moment before you drop in. It's inspired by the moment after you get out. It's inspired by those like significant changes where something's about to happen, and it's inspired by those moments and the pretense of how you're feeling before you even know what's going to happen. It's always these songs I write about things that feel so mysterious, and then it's like it just grabs hold of you like that. It's like there's
Yeah.
barely any time to process what's going on. So I feel like my music is just mostly, maybe about like, for instance, like one of them's called Perfect Moment. And do you know those moments where it's like you're kind of on the verge of something and it feels like you're so still you can hear the most small sound? You know that kind of feeling?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like it's almost Perfect Moment is about that moment that is so perfect you wish that it didn't have to leave.
Yeah.
I would love to play it maybe at the end.
Yeah, that would be great. I would love that. Do you want to play it now while we're on the
Oh my
topic of
God.
it?
Should I play
Yeah.
it? Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I'm holding up this ukulele.
Oh,
No, here it is. I have a better
well, then
angle.
you can play for us a little bit.
A better angle. It's a little out of tune here. Because there's these moods you get in where you feel like a perfectionist. And then my other mood is like completely not perfectionist.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, I don't want to eat. I don't want to sleep. I just want to feel. The world around me waits. If I can't buy time, I guess I'll have to steal. But then again, I'm free. These sides always get to me. If I move onwards, I step onwards and I fall. Writing a song could cross the line of how honest I'll be. You try to be honest and you're too honest and you can't be. My dream last night lasted a night, and then I told you what it means. We are ageless in our dreams. And it's this happy, no good, so good swing I'm on. It feels so heavy when I put it down. I cry tears of joy from tears and tears I found just from hearing the simple sound. The perfect moment's lost so it can be found. That's just a little bit of it.
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it so much. I don't have any other real questions, but I would love if you could maybe mention your Spotify name or the titles of your songs so the viewers could tune in and listen, and also your socials so they can follow you along.
Totally, yes. So my Spotify name is Bryce Wettstein, just my name, BryceWettstein. And my name is the same for Instagram handle and also for basically my website. And my middle name is Ava. Sometimes that comes up too, but so those are the That's kind of the Spotify handle. And then it's on Apple Music and just other song platforms and stuff. And I love music.
Yeah.
Oh.
Awesome. Well, it's been a privilege to talk with you and hear your journey and all that you're doing in the skateboarding and music realm. I've had an awesome time hosting this first episode of the Let 'Em Know podcast.
It's the first
and I want to
episode.
thank. Yes, it is. That's okay. First episode, which I'm glad you were my guest on it. Made it super easy, super fun. I want to thank the fans for following along. And if they want to listen into the other episodes, you can follow along at the We Are Fearless SC accounts. You can also follow on Instagram, We Are Fearless SC. And I'm excited for many more episodes to come. So thank you.
Thank you. Do you want to add, should we do this thing where we both say like a little quote to end or something?
Ooh, okay. Yeah. You go first. I'm thinking of mine.
Your heart is like your inner compass. Listen to the things that are right there in front of you, because I'd say those are the priceless things. And the only thing that we have to pay to spend an amazing moment is attention. So just pay attention. It's free.
I love it.
To pay
I love
attention.
it.
And just to like always ask about people, because I feel like there's so many, like I want to ask more about you too. I feel like there's so many hidden gems just by meeting a new person like you. Like it's been awesome to meet you. And meeting people is also something that grounds me. Like you said during your contest when you just connect with the girls. I feel like you were so right. Like I never thought about it, but people do tend to ground me and they make me feel more like me.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. I guess my quote, something that I've always loved throughout my journey as an athlete. My best friend, one of my best friends from school actually gave me this quote when I was going through an ACL tear. And it's God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. And that's something that I always kind of helped ground me, and recognize your strengths and how strong you are. And when you're to those breaking points that you can truly pull yourself out of them and lean on that strength.
Oh, I love that so much. I love that. The toughest battles, which I totally like relate to, because I always feel like that you're right. Maybe like our toughest challenges are truly blessings at the end of the day, because you get through them. You can get through them and then amount to something even greater.
Yeah.
So a certain amount. Should I make one more poem? Certain amount of challenges. Certain amount of challenges. A certain amount of challenges makes it certain that will amount beyond those challenges.
Yes, I love it.
But thank you so much for this opportunity and being on the podcast. And I really hope we can connect again when we're even like in a different place in a day, because you never know how you're going to feel.
Yeah. Well, I've loved having you, loved talking with you. And I hope the universe brings us back to each other in some way or another. It's been awesome.
You've been listening to Fearless SC. Find us on your favorite podcast platform, on YouTube, and across social media at We Are Fearless SC.